quickly bring back in my guest, criminal defense attorney and David Bruno, and federal executive clemency attorney Tammy Allison. And David, I'll start with you because we tend to have the same mind on some of this stuff. I know you're a former prosecutor, but I tell you what, man, that evidence to me is pretty damning. You put that in front of a jury, pretty prejudicial. They're getting it in, but wow. You know, what are your thoughts on that type of evidence being allowed in? I'm talking specifically about George's actions towards his ex-wife.
You know exactly where I land on this one. They're going to get evidence of spying, controlling, strangling, violence, right? And it's the most prejudicial you could possibly get. And that's why the rules of evidence generally prohibit other act evidence. We want to prosecute people on the crimes that are in the indictment, and when you go outside it, it's one of the biggest reasons for reversals. So here, the prosecutor is going to try to argue that as part of the conspiracy. It got the trial ruling that it wants. This is going to be one trial to watch because it is interesting on so many different levels, but be careful what you wish for, prosecutors, because this is how you get reversed in the appellate division.
You know, what's interesting, Tammy, there is a way I think the defense can maybe flip that on its head and help their case. One of the things they're arguing is that these boys were really under the control of their parents. And so when you see two boys acting very similar to their ex-wives, their ex-girlfriends, I would think that would play into an argument that suggests, yeah, they were taught all this stuff by the parents. The parents controlled them. They were homeschooled. They were insular. They didn't go out very much, didn't mix and mingle.
You know, the defense is going to have to really explain that step by step and really go all the way back in time in order to see how they initially from childhood were under this type of control to the point where their behavior was so similar in that they would both be involved in conduct that is so violent and just upsetting like this. But I'm not sure that that's a strong argument for the defense to take in order to explain away responsibility.
All right, yeah, it's tough, especially when you're going to have mom taking the stand, talking about his involvement. It's going to be difficult. All right, guys, stand by. Time.